Well, this is the fourth video that I'm doing in this little series on what I call how to catch fish. Now, if you've followed them or looked at them at all, you'll know that what I'm trying to do is to introduce you to how to be a successful fisherman, how to be consistently successful. And the only way you're going to do that is through knowledge. Okay, you've got to understand fish. You've got to understand what makes them do whatever it is they're doing. And that knowledge is out there, and it's free. It won't cost you a dime. As I've told you in these other videos, many years ago, a man named Buck Perry figured out fishing, what makes a fish tick, and it's the truth about fishing. It'll work. It'll show you how to catch any kind of fish anywhere in the world at any time of the year. It literally will. And Buck put all this down in hard copy, in print form, and he taught it in schools. I've been a disciple, if you want to put it that way, of Buck Perry and his teachings for 50 years. And I've caught, I couldn't even begin to tell you how many fish I've caught. I've caught an enormous amount of fish, more fish than I ever dreamed of. And it's simply because I may not be the smartest knife in the drawer, sharpest knife in the drawer, but I at least got enough sense to follow instructions. So if a man figured it all out, wrote it all down for me, I sort of follow it, So all I did was follow instructions and right to the fish it takes you. Simple as that. Now, the truth of the matter is, like I said, you can go on TV, you can go to YouTube and everything else, and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fishing shows and videos and all that stuff, and the vast majority of which are trying to sell you something. They're trying to promote something. I'm not trying to promote anything except knowledge. Now, this knowledge that Buck Perry had and wrote down is available to you today. And you're extremely fortunate in the fact that Buck Perry had a man named Don Dickson, who became Buck Perry's #1 disciple, his #1 student. And when this, like I said, I knew Buck. I corresponded with him. I talked to him. I met him face to face once. We corresponded a lot, talked a lot. And he asked me to do a few experiments for him, which I did. If I had a question on something, I'd ask him. He'd help me out on it. And I got all of his printed materials. I studied it like crazy. I learned what I think is quite a bit, and I became quite successful at fishing simply because I just did what I was told. I followed instructions. But Don Dickson actually fished in the boat with Buck for about 35 years. I never fished with him once. I thought I knew something. Not compared to Don Dickson. Well, Don was Buck's #1 instructor, worked for him for many years as teaching classes, in classroom and on the water, teaching successful fishing. Well, Buck's dead, but Don retired, and thank God he come out of retirement long enough to teach Buck Perry's successful fishing from A to Z. He put that on YouTube. It's free of charge. So I've touted it over and over in every one of these videos. For heaven's sake, do yourself a favor and go to YouTube and look up Don Dickson fishing. It'll revolutionize your fishing. If you simply follow instructions, if you simply do as the man is showing you what to do, you will catch more fish than you ever dreamed about. That's the truth. I'm not affiliated with Don Dickson. I don't know Don Dickson. Don Dickson makes no money whatsoever off of what he's doing. He's not doing it for money. I'm certainly not doing it for money. But friends of mine have asked me, why don't you put down make videos of how you're catching these fish? Well, I had friends that fished with me for years, some of them 5 or 6 years. We would fish multiple times a week for years, and they learned nothing. They said, why should I study? Why should I learn anything? All I got to do is go on the boat with you. I'm sorry, I just don't understand that. Anyway, that's what happens. And do yourself a favor. Go to YouTube, go to Don Dickson Fishing, look it up, start at the very beginning, not at the end here. Now you just get confused. Go all the way down, scroll all the way down to the bottom, start at the beginning, and learn from A to Z how to catch fish. It's free. All you got to do is go to YouTube and look it up. It's there. And in these videos, I'm just trying to show you a couple of little things and how they work. Some of the things that Buck taught, some of the same things that Don Dickson will teach you. And in this little series of videos, this one trip that I made to the lake under terrible fishing conditions. I knew you were not going to be able to catch good fish, or if you did, it's going to take you a long time, be extremely difficult. But I like to catch fish. And through learning what Buck Perry had to say, I knew where there should be some fish. Now, I'm going after smaller juvenile fish, which I'm sure is going to be scattered out, and then they should be reachable. And they were. I found 4 schools of fish. I caught the daylights out of them. But on this particular trip, 2 things that Buck teaches, that's 2 of the most important things in all of fishing, is controlling the depth that you're fishing and the speed at which your lure is moving. And on this particular trip, man, it was a learning experience. It was it's time to go to school. What I found out by following instructions, same thing I've been doing for 50 years, that these fish, your depth and your speed had to be absolutely on the money, or you caught nothing. But if you hit the correct depth and the correct speed, you can wear them out. And all I'm doing is trying to demonstrate a little bit of that on this video, the fact that it does work. It absolutely works. And all I'm doing is following instruction. I'm doing the same thing I've been doing 50 years. And yes, on this day, I'm looking for young, juvenile, straggler fish. That's what I'm looking for, because I know that's basically all you're going to be able to do today, on that day. But if it had been a good day, when the fish are up and active, a day in which people say, they're biting, boy, they're biting today, or they should have been here yesterday, they were biting yesterday. Well, if the fish had been biting, I would have caught every size category that's in the water. I would have caught small, medium, large, because big fish would have been. So that what I'm doing, the way I'm fishing, will work just the exact same way on the biggest fish in the lake as it does in these small juveniles. Same thing, exact same thing. So anyway, I hope you watch it. I hope you get a little bit of something out of it, and I hope that it inspires you to go to Don Dickson Fishing and learn for yourself how you can catch any kind of fish anywhere in the world at any time of the year, and it's absolutely free. The knowledge of how to do that's absolutely free, and it's knowledge that catches fish, not fancy equipment, okay? So, I'll talk to you later. Got her speed up. Let's just see. amazing. They can come roaring through there on the troll, catch them, come back and cast your hind end off, and get absolutely nothing. Okay. If the troll will get them, then the troll will do. missed two. Hook two coming down through there that got off. Here we go again. There he is. Gosh, what power this thing's got. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Fish that little, pull that hard. Unbelievable. boxes one after another. Sneak in there and try a few casts. See how that might work. So far, casting hasn't worked at all. Back to trolling. He was well back in the cove. Back in the mouth of the cove. Gosh, my power's unreal. Power's unreal on those things. Back in the cove. You don't know he's hooked yet. There he goes. There he goes. He figured it out. He said he didn't like it in his eye. I mean, they are wearing it out. Better one. Well, once again, I hope that you got something out of this little video, and I hope you didn't get confused, but I hope you got something out of it. But if you don't take away anything from these videos, please just take away what I'm trying to get across to you. Do yourself a favor. Go to YouTube, Don Dickson Fishing. Learn how to catch fish, period. He's the only man in this world right now that is teaching successful fishing A to Z. I'm not trying to sell you anything or anything else. This man's knowledge is there. It's free of charge. If you don't take advantage of it, you're the loser. Not him, not me. You're the loser. So please, just do yourself a favor. Look at it, learn it, apply it, and catch fish like you've never dreamed about catching fish. Have a good day and talk to you later.